Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Comic Cave. Yeah, exciting times in the world of comics currently. Well, where do I start? Um, let's first say thank you for joining and watching the channel. Please tell your friends about it, like, subscribe if you like the content, and I'll try and keep you up to date. Basically, generally with what's happened, the big key points and issues to look out for this week in comics, and then my picks from my collection, which I think hold some significance this week, or they're just important. So let's quickly talk about what happened in comics this week. So Darcy Lewis is going to make her first appearance in Scarlet Witch. Now, you might remember her from the Thor movies and WandaVision. I think her name is Kat Dennings. Brilliant actress. Loved her in, what is that show? Two Broke Girls. And I enjoy that comedic element she brings to the role. It's funny that she has played in the MCU but hasn't appeared in comics until now. So this is one of those I'm going to get. One, because I really like the cover art, and two, because I'm going to get it at cover price. So there's only upsides to this book. I mean, I don't see this comic dropping below $5 anytime soon. Then Batman's gotten a new suit, and they're actually making a toy of it. Kind of looks like a special fire suit, firefighter Batman. Nightwing seems to be asking or thinking about asking Batgirl to marry him. But I'm guessing that they're going to wait till issue 100 to make that happen, have it as a milestone issue and drag it out a little. So, oh wait, there are a few other news stories I remember happening. Wolverine has just been murdered by an X-Men veteran. I'm not going to give away too much. Cosmic Ghost Rider will be returning with his own solo series this time in March. So I'm glad the character is getting a shot. And Green Goblin, who, if you've been reading Spider-Man, is actually Gold Goblin. He's now actually a superhero. So obviously Green Goblin. But we'll get into that some other time. Now I'm really excited to show you my picks. And I think I usually do a big Marvel kick, but I am the first one to give DC grief. And I think with the current market corrections, some of these might pop up reasonably priced. So I suggest you grab them, before they go out of reach again. So first off, here's Action Comics 252. So that's from 1959. It's the first appearance of Supergirl and the first appearance of Metallo and the first appearance of Zor-El. So that's Supergirl's father. For me, prices of this one are always going to remain quite high because it's one of those key issues. But if you can find a reasonably priced copy, I suggest you jump on it. And then next would be All-Star Western Volume 2. So this is issue 10, and it's from 1972. It's the first appearance of Jonah Hex. Now, not many people know of Jonah Hex, but he's a cowboy with half his face all messed up. I remember talking to someone, and he thought it was a villain due to his face being all messed up and gnarly. But yes, he's a straight shooting cowboy, and there have been rumblings recently of bringing him into the DCU. Prices have come down quite a bit in this book. I remember from a few years ago, but for me, it's a good one to keep on your radar just in case one comes up cheap. Then, with season 4 of Titans out, so remember on HBO Max, I'm a huge fan. I think that's the one DC series they've really done right. So I picked the next two comics, Brave and the Bold 54. Now, this came out in 1964. It's the first team appearance of the Teen Titans. But the Teen Titans then were Aqualad, Kid Flash, and Robin. And what's interesting is that the team name isn't really coined until Brave and the Bold issue 60. It's also the first appearance of Mr. Twister, who's a villain who can control the weather. Now, this is the more expensive issue out of the two, and I'll show you the other one now. But my personal preference has to be DC Comics Presents issue 26. It's the first team appearance of the new Teen Titans, and it's the ones we really know today. DC Comics Presents came out in 1980, but it's the first appearance of Raven, Cyborg, and Starfire. The members of the team, of this team, were Robin, Wonder Girl, Kid Flash, Cyborg, Raven, Beast Boy, and Starfire. So in this issue, Beast Boy becomes Changeling. Now, I'm personally stacking this one because I see it's heavily undervalued, and currently I try and pick them up whenever I get the chance and see them. Funny enough, the next issue from there is issue 27. So I decided to put this up because people usually pick out issue 26 from collections and they forget about this one. But issue 27 is the first appearance of a major Superman villain called Mongul. Now, he hasn't gotten much airtime in recent years, but I still think he's a solid villain from like the older comics. So prices are quite cheap for this one and, well, reasonable, but it's one worth holding. So if you can grab it, suggest you grab it. Now, this is one of my favorite cheap spec books, and I've told many people about them. It's Teen Titans 37. It's the first appearance of Magan Mraz, more commonly known as Miss Martian. So if you're watching Young Justice, you'd know what a huge character this is. And I think the last time I checked, this issue was extremely cheap for what it is. Unfortunately, due to a higher print run, that's often the case until a character makes their live action debut, and then everyone wants a copy and then it shoots up. So personally, I wouldn't sleep on that one. Grab it if you can, well worth it. And then last but not least, we have Justice League America 37. This is the first appearance of Mr. Terrific in the Silver Age. This comic came out in 1965, but his first full appearance, like in Golden Age, would be Sensation Comics #1. And that is also the first, I'll put a picture up, it's also the second appearance of Wonder Woman. So it'll set you back around about $100,000 US for a decent copy. Not exactly pocket change to throw around. We know that James Gunn teased a picture of him this week, so I really hope we get to see characters like Lobo, Jonah Hex, and Mr. Terrific to have their place in the sun on the new DCU platform. Okay, so guys and girls, that's it from me from the Comic Cave. Oh yeah, remember, you only have 1 week to comment. It's cold in the man cave, but tell me what your favorite Marvel or DC movie is and drop a comment below. And that way you enter yourself into the draw for the Heroes and Villains shirt. Oh yeah, and just remember to tell me what size shirt you want. As always, geek responsibly, have an awesome week, and we'll catch you on the side of the flipping. Okay, bye.